So Apple Arcade rolled out, and with it came some really amazing games. But since launch, I've been playing 10 games that I think are worth mentioning about. So here are 10 games you should be playing in Apple Arcade. First up, we have Oceanhorn 2. Oceanhorn was an amazing game that I thoroughly enjoyed playing, and now comes the sequel to this amazing game, and it's better than ever. The graphics looks absolutely stunning, while the gameplay involves exploring a world while completing missions. There are enemies to fight and items to collect, with the occasional puzzle to solve. And it's real-time combat, not turn-based, so you won't need to carefully strategize how to defeat each monster. Just run in and start hacking. The level of immersion and fun you have playing this game is plentiful, so you're guaranteed to have fun along the way. Next up, we have Sayonara Broken Hearts. This game is a Technicolor dream, an interactive music video that combines the very best of indie pop scene with the type of creativity you only see out of indie game developers. This is a very fast game as your character races through on-rails levels on her motorcycle, in her car, or riding atop whatever else she encounters in her journey. In each level, you'll have to collect the hearts and shards for points. And every level, you'll have to fly across the screen at blistering speeds. And if you want to get the silver or gold tier scores, you're going to have to react with precision. Next up, we have Sneaky Sasquatch. Sneaky Sasquatch is a very chill, very relaxed adventure with a Zelda-like overworld. You'll roam around, complete a critical path goal, grab occasional side quests, buy helpful overworld impacting items, and generally just mess about on a constant basis. It's part adventure, part comedy, and amazing animations. Although whatever you're doing feels like repeating yourself, there is a point to it all, with short narrative breaks. But the main goal is to explore and incrementally work your way up to new items and thus new paths. Next up, we have Projection. Here you play as a young girl called Greta, and one day she decides to head out on a journey of self-enlightenment. Exploring different cultures as she goes, the gameplay sees you doing some light platforming and puzzling. Greta discovers early on that she has the ability to manipulate a mysterious source of light, allowing her to create walls and platforms to traverse the environment. So you will have to make use of this mechanics to solve your way out of things. Next up, we have Atone, Heart of the Elder Tree. This is an adventure game populated with complex visual puzzles and rhythm-based combat. It's set in a Norse mythology-inspired world and is visually stunning. Atone follows the journey of Estra, who lives in a land which is now abandoned by the gods. The Elder Tree is now endangered without the protection of those gods, which leaves Estra with the task of single-handedly protecting it. Alongside Estra's quest to reach the tree, you'll also uncover more about her family's past. So along with the rich storyline and the stunning visuals, you also get some really good gameplay mechanics. Next up, we have Cricket Through the Ages. Cricket Through the Ages is a very literal title. The game will see cricket at different points throughout history. So you might think that this is a historical game. Well, it isn't. While it does occasionally involve cricket, it is not exactly factual or even based on the sport. You will get thrown into a duel with an enemy and will have to win by knocking them over by throwing objects at them or simply charging into them. This game has several modes, some of which will allow you to play with your friends too. Next up, we have Overland. Overland is a turn-based tactical game where players control a band of survivors making their way across the wastes. It seems that America has been overrun by an underground species of monsters that wiped out most of the population. The heroes of this story are those that remain, a group of folks with a variety of skill sets. Each level takes place in a small, square area, usually filled with broken down cars, barrels, and monsters. The survivors must search these places, hunting for gas, weapons, and medical supplies to make it through the journey in one piece. Overall, the story and strategy involved is amazing, so you'll have a lot of fun playing this game. Next up, we have Bleak Sword. Bleak Sword is a tactical fighting game set in a world plagued by evil. The story is simple enough, just like the game's controls. The developers have fine-tuned every moment in this game to adapt superbly to touch controls. As far as visuals go, the world of Bleak Sword is painted in 3 colors. The characters in this world are white-colored, their eyes are black, and most of them all bleed red. The stages of this game also add to the difficulty, from horse riding stages to snowstorms and trap-filled dungeons. Bleak Sword is one of the best lessons in making a tactical fighting game work so well on a touchscreen. Next up, we have Spaceland. Here you have a ragtag team of heroes tasked with investigating a distress signal coming from a planet. When you land and the character goes through the dialogue, you'll be distracted to different areas to explore. Each character has their own unique weapons, armor, and style. And in each level, you'll have to defeat the aliens, and the levels get progressively harder. Each level also has objectives, like completing in under a certain amount of terms and making sure your characters don't die. All in all, it's a fun, turn-based shooter strategy game. Next up, we have Hot Lava. This game takes your childhood memories of playing the floor is lava to the next level. You'll be jumping, sliding, swinging, and sticking to walls. You can do anything but touch the floor, because, it's lava. Hot Lava has a unique style, from the universe to the characters, and its sense of humor. Overall, Hot Lava is a fun, parkour action game with a lot of potential. Well, that was it for this video, guys. Do leave a thumbs up if you liked it. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon if you don't want to miss out on some more upcoming content. And as always, thanks for watching. This is Saman signing out.